right now on 5 on your side at 10.
Their mortgage check was in the mail, but the wrong guy tried to cash it.
I said, no, I don't know this person, and I have not written them a check.
Tonight, one couple's warning about the trick of mailbox thieves.
Seasonable and reasonable, at least for now. The changes coming over the weekend into early next week that could impact travel.
Our top story, beaten, cut with a glass bottle, and urinated on. A shocking crime on the streets of North St. Louis.
You shouldn't just beat somebody and leave them on the ground for dead.
Tonight we're learning more about the vicious New Year's Day attack. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kelly Jackson.
And I'm Mike Bush. Witnesses tell police 2 men and the victim got into a fight near North Jefferson and Delmar last night. That is just steps from Kipp High School and the Scott Joplin House. Our Robert Townsend is live from the neighborhood tonight. Robert.
Mike, the wild fight happened just outside this police substation you see right here and across the street from that gas station you see down there on Delmar. Now, I talked to outraged customers and workers at the gas station. They're just glad the victim survived. On New Year's Day, police were initially called for a shooting at North Jefferson and Delmar. But when officers got there shortly before 6 that evening, they said they found a 52-year-old man suffering from cuts and injuries to his face. Investigators say he wasn't shot, but brutally beaten.
Nobody deserved it. That's all I can say. Nobody deserves to be beaten.
Police say the victim was drunk when he started a fist fight with an 18-year-old man across the street from the Crown Mart. Investigators say a 20-year-old guy then jumped in, and both suspects continued to assault the victim by kicking him, hitting him with a glass bottle, then urinating on his face. The man was taken to a hospital in critical condition.
It's more than crazy. It's whacked out.
I'm upset. I got a baby and all types of stuff. Like, that's not cool. I don't appreciate it.
A gas station worker tells 5 on your side prior to the reported beating, all 3 men came inside the store and then left. She says the men know each other and are regular customers. We're also told they live down the street at the Tiny Homes Transitional Housing Village that provides temporary housing for the homeless. A city spokesman is trying to verify that for us. Police say after beating up the man, the 2 suspects ran inside the gas station and informed an employee that they had just knocked out a man across the street.
I don't think it's no good reason, regardless of what was going on. You shouldn't just beat somebody and leave them on the ground for dead. That's evil. It's disgusting.
I just hope he survived, you know. Only thing we can do is pray for him.
The victim is expected to recover. Now, police tell us when they arrested those 2 suspects, they both admitted their involvement in this crime. As of right now, neither has been charged. We're live near downtown West. I'm Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
Now, that violent New Year's Day attack happened just hours after St. Louis wrapped up 2023 with a significant drop in crime. The city released its year-end crime data today. They say murders were down from 200 in 2020 to 158 last year. That's a 21% drop. Shootings down 24%. Gun violence involving juveniles saw a huge drop with a decrease of 47%. The city is also reporting a 39% drop in felony thefts.
A violent and deadly start to 2024 in North St. Louis County. Tonight, police are investigating a deadly shooting in Moline Acres. A man was found shot to death at a gas station on Chambers Road around 6:45 tonight. Investigators say the victim drove himself to this location after being shot. Police are still looking for the gunman tonight. And this shooting happened just about 2 miles down Chambers Road from another deadly shooting on New Year's Day. The Major K Squad is investigating after 44-year-old Keith Usery was found shot multiple times in his home on South Schluter Avenue in Delwood. If you have information on either case, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. It's an anonymous tip line, 866-371-TIPS. Well, a quiet and cold night across the St. Louis region.
Yeah, but it's going to be chilly at the bus stop for many students returning to school tomorrow from winter break. Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell is here to tell us how cold it will feel in our Weather First forecast.
You know, we don't have a lot of wind tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be on the chilly side, but still above average for the month of January. and it might look a lot like this. This was our sunset tonight from Jamie up in Gillespie, Illinois. Look at that beautiful sky. We had the high clouds in place. That's from a weather system that's going by to our south now. It's been producing some good rain across Texas that they really need down there. It'll spread across southern portions of Arkansas. We're kind of on the northern fringes of that, so just some high clouds sliding through here. And we actually do have a little cool front that'll slide through heading into early tomorrow, and that'll turn our winds more to the west-northwest, but not gusty winds. We're right around 30 degrees, give or take a few across the area at this point. We're dropping back into the 20s tonight. That's seasonable for this time of year. Average low temperature is about 25. Some rain and snow, that chance is there for Saturday, really Friday night into Saturday, but it's not a big system, and the impacts would be mainly wet roads. The system that follows that early next week is a much stronger system, may have bigger impacts across parts of the Midwest. We'll get into that in about 10 minutes.
All right, Scott. It's been almost 8 months since a major water main near the Dogtown neighborhood broke, flooding part of I-64, and residents in the neighborhood are still having issues with water pressure. 5 on your side's Laura Barczewski is live near the Tam Avenue overpass with what those people are still dealing with. Laura.
Mike, residents here in the heart of Dogtown say their water pressure is terrible and at times barely usable ever since that water main broke right back here in May. Isabel Mickish says this is what comes out of her kitchen sink when she turns on the water full blast.
And that's what we'll get pretty much every day. So of course it makes it very difficult to wash dishes, get water, do your daily necessities.
Mickish says she's lived in Dogtown for 4 years and loves it, but as soon as the water main broke near Tam Avenue, it's been hard to do anything at her home involving water.
I mean, all of this happened about 8 months ago, and I mean, the first week of it, we had absolutely no water at all, so that of course made things very difficult for us. As the 8 months went through, I mean, still continuously have had issues and still dealing with it even today.
She says when it gets even colder, it gets worse, and she's reported the issue multiple times with no response back.
I feel like for the first few weeks, they were very attentive to what was going on. And then as the months went on, they really haven't paid too much attention to it. They've kind of swiped it right under the rug.
A St. Louis City spokesperson tells me work on the water main break is very close to completion and shouldn't be affecting pressure at this point.
This isn't a great flow at all.
Just under a mile away, Jeremy Rabus is dealing with the same issue.
But the sink is in the bathroom is sort of the biggest issue. I had to take the aerator off the faucet in order to get a decent amount of water, and it appears to be pretty pressurized, but when you put that aerator back on, it's like a tiny little trickle.
Both residents want to see change or at least get more information about when things might go back to normal, as the second round of water rate increases are scheduled to take effect this month.
But this was like the big tuna, I guess, and we're still feeling the effects.
A spokesperson for the city told me tonight that the Water Division will be looking further into the issue, and anyone with water pressure problems should file a report with the Citizen Service Bureau either online or by calling 314-622-4800. Reporting live in Dogtown, Laura Barczewski, 5 on your side.
And tonight we know the identity of the teen shot and killed at a rural Lincoln County home. Police tell a 16-year-old Matthew Robinson was shot during a domestic disturbance Sunday morning. Investigators say there were 5 people in the home on Dotson Road at the time. So far, no arrests. Robinson was a student at New Horizons High School in Troy.
A judge has reduced the bond for a former St. Louis County police officer accused of firing shots during a Halloween event at Kirkwood Middle School. Matthew McCullough bond has been reduced from $500,000 to $250,000. Once he makes bail, he's ordered to undergo inpatient treatment at Centerpoint Hospital. He will also be under GPS monitoring. His next court date is January 19th. A warning tonight from a St. Louis County couple who almost lost thousands of dollars due to check fraud.
They got a call from their bank saying a thief got a hold of the mortgage check and tried to cash in. 5 on your side's Brent Solomon is just back from speaking with that couple, Brent.
Mike Kelly, tonight they're beginning the new year pretty thankful that a crafty crook's plans got intercepted by a watchful bank teller who noticed something just wasn't right.
It's kind of scary.
Makes you a lot more aware.
The O'Briens couldn't believe it when they got a phone call a day after Christmas.
So I said, please stop it.
It was a representative from PNC Bank telling them a man tried to cash a $2,400 check with their signature. The O'Briens say the man showed an ID and a debit card in an attempt to prove the check was intended for him.
So she told me his name and the amount, and I said, no. I said, I haven't done anything with this person and did not write them a check.
They wrote the check to pay their mortgage. They placed it in a blue post office box like this. The O'Briens believe someone stole it and committed what's called check washing. A crook obtains a legitimate check and then washes out the details to steal your money. In this case, the watchful teller noticed something out of the ordinary.
The numbers, the date, and all that are my handwriting. The pay to handwriting and the amount of the dollars is different handwriting than mine.
The thief nearly doubled the check, but he didn't get the goods.
And she said, well, he got a little bit nervous and he left after I started questioning him.
So that it doesn't happen to you, experts recommend dropping off your mail inside the post office. They say always retrieve your mail as soon as you can. When you write a check, use a gel pen and routinely monitor your bank accounts online. If not for that attentive teller, the O'Briens could have been out thousands of dollars.
I think I'm going to go to automatic withdrawal.
The couple says their bank is now in possession of that check. They say the bank's fraud department now investigating.
Devastation tonight in Japan. Dozens are dead after more than 100 earthquakes. Plus, the tragic end to one relief mission to the region. Repairing a broken phone can be costly and inconvenient.
Families could save up to $330 a year if they were able to repair their products themselves.
One state is now making it more affordable and easy. How Missouri and Illinois consumers can reap the benefits.
Last month, over 8 degrees above average, just about 3 degrees above average so far into the new year. Why the lack of cold leads to bigger questions with the next couple of weather systems.